Hello, everybody. It is Monday, March 22nd, 2021, and we are opening up Module 10 today. All right, a couple of first little housekeeping notes. I want to apologize to a few of you. I forgot to respond to some emails. Several of you mentioned to me that the lecture or the discussion dates were incorrect. So I went in and changed those. I guess when I went and rescheduled everything for the semester, I forgot to count on spring break in my discussion timing. So I forgot to set a couple timers properly. Those should be corrected. Many of you were mentioning the fact that that was trying to get you to do the mass movement discussions last week, when they're actually the ones due this week. Lithosphere was last week, mass movement is this week. So we're moving on from that. I did change that, but there were several of you that noticed that, and you each sent me messages, so I'm sorry if I forgot to get back to all of you. I do appreciate you guys letting me know when there's a mistake like that. That's why I did actually send out a announcement and a big message to everybody, but I forgot to thank each one of you individually who did catch that for me. So since I didn't do that, I'm doing that now. Thank you all for your active participation in the class, in reaching out to let me know. I do appreciate that, and I value it very much. So, okay, that aside, going back into it, we are into Module 10 now. For this module, we do have, let's see, the lecture. Yep, the lecture is up. I actually tried to get that up a little bit earlier today. I wanted to have everything opened up. So in this week's module, we are doing units 34, 35, 36, and 37. So I do apologize. There are 4 units this thing, but it all ties in. We're still working our way through the lithosphere, but now we're actually getting into a more into some of the earthquakes. We're going to do a little bit more about earthquakes and stresses, compressional stresses. We're going to talk about landform processes, how the lithosphere is changed and modified from its original uplift, from the creation of the mass, the landforms, or the actual mass itself, the land itself. Wow, word fart. The land itself, how we get that raw, natural, original state, and how it changed to what we see now. So we're talking about that. We're going to finish up the last little bit of earthquakes, and then we're getting into our actual changing of the landform, which brings us into our mass movement section. So that is coming up in your lecture. All the lectures, slides, and videos are already up. Since there were so many, I want to make sure they were all up for you guys right away. Also, you will find in this week's lab, you will also find this week's lab. This week's lab is the tectonics lab. I actually find this one of the most interesting labs of the entire semester, so I hope you will actually enjoy it. I find it kind of fun. We get to look at a cross-section of the Earth itself. We will look at a couple other features. We'll actually look at some of the boundary plates and how they interact, and we'll just look about how some of that mass movement is measured. So that is in your module. That should open up on Wednesday as per standard. This is also, remember a week ago or in the previous one, I did give you some extra KMLs. So I will put this back in there again for this week, but that really helps if you bring that tectonic plate KML into your Google. So you'll actually see it in the lab, and we'll work through that in the lab itself. Okay, this week we have the Asia map quiz. The background materials should have been in your module from last week. So your study guide is in there. So we are doing Asia this week. Also, you will have your Europe study guide opening up. That will be our one for next week. And then I also want to reiterate, your final project folder or module is actually open for you to start perusing through. Your first thing for your final project is not due for another month. It is due on April 14th, and that is your topic submission. Remember, you are looking for a place that you want to talk about. You will have to do this 5 to 10 minute presentation. Remember, no more than 10 minutes. Hopefully it'll be like between 5 and 7 minutes is what we're really shooting for. Because honestly, not that I don't enjoy them, but I will have tons and tons of these to watch, and I want to be able to give them the time it takes to do it. So remember, 5 to 10 minutes, 7 minutes would be perfect, right in the middle. So you're looking for a place that you will do to present. You're going to present the 5 of something, either the 5 themes or the 5 spheres of this location. I will be opening up more background materials for you also. If you are looking to do the 5 themes of it, you know, I'll try and put some large scale resources. Most of these you should be able to find yourself, but I'm going to try and stick some things in there to help. If you are doing the 5 spheres and you want some more data, you know, start reaching out to me now. I will be happy to help you guys try and find sources of data. I might not be able to find everything you want, and I'm not going to find all that you want because this is your project, but I'm happy to help. Because lots of times, if there is a type of thing you are looking for, if I can find a great source, I can share that with everybody and use that for everybody. We want to make it available to everybody. So that is to keep in mind. Remember, April 14th on that is when that is due. For this week, you have your discussion, tectonics lab, and map quiz. For my mass movement people this week, try and get those into me today. Your topics or your prompt and your supporting or background articles. Put them in your group discussion page. You know, go through your peoples, go into your peoples, then into your particular group, and stick it in there in the prompt itself. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of. What else do I have for you today? Yeah, this is a pretty short intro for you today. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you guys have a lot going on coming back from the break. Makes things a little wonky sometimes. But I think that is all I'm going to do for this greeting. I do believe I will be back with you on Wednesday. There's some other stuff I wanted to talk about, but I think for now this is good. So, okay, go ahead and watch your lectures. It is 4 different lectures this time, so it's a little bit longer than normal. However, the lectures are sort of smaller, so you should be fitting right about the same amount of time stuck listening and watching me again. All right, everybody, have a great day. Enjoy your week, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.